Hello students, in this class we will discuss about redemption of preference shares. The issue and redemption of preference shares is governed by the section 55 of the Companies Act 2013, and the provision of this section are uh, no company limited by shares after the commencement of this act issue any preference shares which are irredeemable. However, a company limited by shares, if so authorized by its articles, issue can issue preference shares which are liable to be redeemed within a period not exceeding 20 years from the date of their issue, subject to such conditions. The conditions are that if a company is engaged in infrastructure projects and subject to the redemption of such percentage of shares as may be prescribed on annual basis at the option of such preferential shareholders. According to Rule 10 of the Companies Rule 2014, a company engaged in the setting up and dealing with of infrastructural project may issue preference shares for a period exceeding 20 years but not exceeding 30 years, subject to the redemption of minimum 10% of such preference shares per year from the 21st year onwards or earlier on proportionate basis at the option of the preference shareholders. It is also being said that there are first of in order to redeem any preference shares, we should they can be redeemed out of the profits of the company only, which are available for payment of dividend, or they can be redeemed out of the fresh issue of shares made for purpose of such redemptions. Now, second condition is that preference shares can be redeemed only when they are fully paid up. In case if company has partly paid up shares, then it must see that they are made fully paid before they are redeemed. Following journal entries are passed for redemption of for making the shares fully paid up. For this, a final call is made to the shareholders, and the journal entries for these are uh, redeemable preference share, final call account, redeemable preference share, final call account debited uh, to redeemable preference share capital account. In this, final call of money is due on preference shares of so and so shares. And after that, when the payment is being made, the entry will be bank account debited to redeemable preference share final call account. So these are the entries to be made to make the shares fully paid up. After that, there are certain rules for redemption of preference shares, and we should keep in mind those rules before making their redemption. Uh, According to Section 243 of the Companies Act 2013, free reserves can be used for the redemption of preference shares. If a company has called the uh, full amount of the preference shares, but the amount of one or more call is not provided by the few shareholders, then company cannot stop the redemption procedure only because of few shareholders who could not make the payment of calls money. And where such shares are proposed to be redeemed out of the profits of the company, then such profits be transferred to a sum equal to the nominal amount of the shares to be redeemed to a reserve called the capital redemption reserve account, and the provisions of this act relating to reduction of share capital of a company shall accept as provided in this section only apply as if the capital redemption reserve were fully paid up capital of the company. In case preference shares are redeemed out of profits, an amount equivalent to the nominal value of the preference shares redeemed must be transferred to capital redemption reserve account. And profits are those profits which would otherwise be available for declaration of dividend. This account can be used only for issue of fully paid up bonus shares. The advantage of such transfer would be that preference share capital redeemed would be replaced by capital redemption reserve account. Thus, the interest of third parties would not be adversely affected on account of redemption. In other words, this provision is made with a view to restrict the profit from being used for any other purpose, such as declaration of dividend and redemption of debentures. Thus, we can say that this capital redemption reserve account can only be used for issue of fully paid up bonus shares. It is not used for declaration of dividend or redemption of debentures. Now, according to Section 243 of the Companies Act 2013, free reserve means such amount that which as per latest audited balance sheet of a company are available for distribution as dividend. Now, what is a free reserve? Now, for this, when we transfer, when we make capital redemption account, we make through free reserve, and our entry is general reserve account debited or surplus account debited to capital redemption reserve account. Surplus in statement of profit and loss, general reserve, insurance fund, dividend equalization fund, workmen's compensation fund, debentures redemption fund, debenture sinking fund are always available for distribution as dividend. The reserves and funds created under the provisions of Income Tax Act, foreign project reserve account, export profit reserve account, hotel project reserve account, housing project reserve account are available for distribution as dividend after 5 years. The investment allowance reserve, development allowance reserve and development rebate reserve etc. were also created according to provisions of Income Tax Act, but these are available for dividend from 1/4/1998. The entry for this is general reserve account debited or surplus account debited to capital redemption reserve account. Now for this securities premium account, share forfeited account, profit prior to incorporation account and capital reserve are not available for dividend. Hence, such amount cannot be used to transfer capital reserve account. The term proceeds of fresh issue of share means the net amount received against issue of shares. If the shares have been issued at premium, the amount of premium received should not be included in the term proceeds for the purpose of redemption of preference shares. This is because securities premium is available for payment on redemption of preference shares but not for redemption of preference shares themselves as per provision of section 52 of Companies Act 2013. Now, I can explain this with an example that suppose a company is interested to redeem 9,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each by issue of new equity shares of rupees 10 each. The number of new shares to be issued will be, suppose issue price is rupees 10 per share at par. So, number of equity shares to be issued will be 9 lakh, we will be divided by 10, so we will get 90,000. So, 90,000 equity shares will be issued at the rate of rupees 10 to redeem 9,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each. In a similar manner, suppose the issue price is rupees 14 per share. Now they are issuing equity shares at premium. 4 rupees is premium. So again 9 lakh divided by 10, 90,000 equity shares will be issued for the redemption of those preference shares. If a company is interested to redeem preference shares by issue of fresh shares and out of profits, both then amount to be transferred or number of shares to be issued will be decided like this. For example, if a company is interested to redeem 5,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each and is interested to issue 25,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at 40% premium, then amount transferred to capital redemption account, reserve account will be 2,50,000 because 2,50,000 will be issue of equity shares. So I hope you understand. Thank you.